Welcome back to Unedited by Adriana. I'm Adriana, also known as Age from the Age Edit. I am following up on last week's episode with a Q&A. So you guys submitted questions for me to answer for that particular episode, and I may or may not have forgotten to answer them. So instead, we are doing this bonus dedicated episode where I answer each and every one of your questions. Let's get into it. So, first question, how many job applications did you have to submit? Transparently, when the layoff first happened, I submitted 3 job applications. One of them I never heard back from. The other 2, it was almost an immediately. It was almost an immediate decline. Like, it was crazy. Like I said, that was right after the layoff happened, and then I said, let me give myself some time because there is no rush. And so that's what I did. I gave myself time. That happened in December. I said that I was going to give myself until April to just breathe, go all in on content creation, which I did, and that I would begin applying for jobs again in April. In last week's episode, if you've listened to it, I was able to land both of the job offers that I did through a referral or through 2 referrals. And that's when I just really honed in on that importance of networking and how important it is, especially in this economy, because once again, as I said in that episode, there are now more of us out here in the job market than there are jobs available. And so it can be hard. I've had friends, I've had colleagues, people tell me that they've applied for hundreds of jobs. So that is gonna vary from person to person. Have you negotiated PTO? I have not. I've negotiated things outside of my salary, like stock. I've not negotiated PTO in my new role. I have flexible PTO, which is really similar to unlimited PTO. But I highly encourage you, if that is something that you desire or is of importance to you and your current situation, I highly recommend negotiating it. I recommend negotiating any and everything point blank down to the T. If it's something you want, like, negotiate it, especially if they're not able to meet your salary requirements. That is just something to go for. Next question. How do you structure your resume? 1 page, bullet points, multiple pages. I am a 1-page resume girly through and through. I always have been, I always will be. That depends, once again, person to person, what makes sense for you. But I just don't think that those jobs that I was working 10, 12 years ago or back in college need to be on my immediate resume. I feel like those are things that can be brought up in the actual interview, and that it's better to lean into the most relevant job experience, especially in the roles that I'm in, where it is your creator facing social media type of positions, because it moves so fast that stuff back then doesn't even matter. So once again, it just depends on you. But if you care, for my opinion, I prefer a 1-pager. Even when I'm interviewing people in a role, it is just so nice to be able to look at 1 page and see what you bring to the table. How do you know when to change careers? Ooh, I've not changed careers before. I've changed companies, but my particular industry I am in love with. I am in love with the creator social media space. In terms of careers, I feel like you would just know. You would know when something's no longer serving you. You would know when you wake up and you don't want to go do that thing. You will know when you're no longer fulfilled. You will know when you're not happy, and I believe that is when you will know it is time for a career change. How do you find alignment/fulfillment with your passions and your job? I feel as though I really know what what I am passionate about and what I like and what I love, and most importantly, what I don't like and what I don't love. And I feel like in the job market, it's almost better to start there with what you do not want to do. Ooh, what you do not want to do. Because I think almost everyone can say what they do like to do, but the way roles are structured, it's never really clear what the role even is until you're in it. So I feel like it is so much better to say, I do not want to do XYZ, and that's easier to filter those out. Better yet, how did you stand out? I personally believe I stand out for positions because I am passionate about what I do. I am passionate about the industry. I am hungry to learn more. I am hungry to try new things. I'm a self-starter, and I think that is what makes me stand out. I feel like I'm being interviewed. It's so funny. With the resume and interview, how can a candidate stand out? You guys are really into this question. Tab back to contribute. LOL. I would just say by being you. There is no one else on this earth who is you. So instead of walking into these interviews trying to conform to whatever it is you think they want, just be you. It works every time. That's the best advice I can give, is just be you. How to navigate job searching in an industry that is extremely small and gossipy. Ooh. I don't know if I have any experience in that. I think that it would just still be remaining true to you, showing up, bringing your best self, tuning all of that out, because you know what you're there for, you know who you are, you know what you bring to the table, so just stand on it. Are you using a recruiter? Is there a certain recruiter you'd recommend? I do not use a recruiter. I highly recommend LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. It is insane how many people that I meet who are in the job search who do not use LinkedIn. You guys, it is a free tool. And if you are on social media in your free time, there is no reason you shouldn't be on LinkedIn in your free time while you're on a job hunt, point blank. How do I become a rich woman? Wow. Oh my gosh. But we're all rich in our own way. Whatever that rich job is that you want, claim it, manifest it, speak it, be it. Move as though you already have that role that you're going for. That is the best advice I can give. That is the advice that I live. And that is all of the questions that you guys sent me. I can't wait for our next Cozy Corner chat. If you have any follow-up questions, leave them down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit subscribe, and we'll chat soon.